Roberts.
Thank you. As a servant to the many different people who make up our one Queensland community, I thank Senator Pocock for his motion. I question why we need a dedicated export facility for the Beetaloo Basin natural gas. Australia has 10 natural gas export terminals, 2 in Darwin. Beetaloo output is expected to be huge, and much of it should be used here in Australia, not exported. Australia's parasitic malinvestments in wind and solar is destroying our energy generation capacity. Gas generation is essential to keeping the lights on, while commercial hot water and cooking are likewise essential. Everyday Australians will never accept the insane idea that Australia should stop using gas. This is despite the advertising spent on climate campaigns designed to do one thing: line the pockets of climate carpetbaggers, like those funding Teal Senator David Pocock's campaign. Gas connections are being banned in new builds, and existing lines will be ripped out because at some point we will need to recycle that copper, since world production will never be able to supply the copper needed for UN net zero. My own building that I rent in Campbell, in Canberra, sent out a note to owners this week saying the body corporate has been told they will need to remove the gas hot water system, rip out the pipes and remove all gas appliances by 2035. Homeowners will have to pay the bill, likely over $1 million all up. This is a brand new building. What a waste. On one hand, the green ideologues will require owners to spend tens of thousands of dollars per unit to pull out near-new hot water heating, gas lines and equipment and replace it with less efficient solutions. And then the ideologues will complain rents have gone up. Of course rents are going up. Green ideology is forcing rents up by forcing landlords' costs up. How are the climate lobby not connecting the dots here? How? How much more productive capacity are we going to rip out to replace with shiny new electric capacity that doesn't do the job as well as gas? Never mind the environmental waste of tossing millions of stoves into landfill where they can rot beside broken and toxic solar panels and wind turbine blades. And these panels and these people were worried about plastic straws. Please. One gas provider proudly claims on their website they're banning gas to save the planet. No, you are depriving Australians of our own gas so you can sell it for a larger profit into an energy-starved world market. A situation that the government's price cap on gas made worse because it makes export more profitable than domestic sale in a disrupted supply market. Meanwhile, another energy retailer is advertising on their website, quote, listen to this, "We all like to do our bit for the planet, so you'll be happy to know you can reduce your household carbon emissions by switching from appliances running on grid electricity to natural gas." It goes on to say, quote, "Gas is the perfect partner to solar, and that by connecting your home to natural gas, you can lower your carbon emissions by up to 77% in Victoria compared to electric cooking and hot water appliances." Which is it? Which is it? Is gas a perfect partner to solar, or is it environmental vandalism? Another energy provider's website has a spiel about renewable gas, which turns out to be hydrogen. Hydrogen is not even a viable fuel yet, and it takes huge amounts of energy to make it out of water, and yet they had to rebrand it already. That must be some sort of record. What a mess climate baggers have created through their Greens and Teal shills in the Senate. What I have not heard in the gas debate at all is a major reason gas is better than electricity, and that is transmission loss. Electricity suffers transmission loss getting from the point of generation miles out in the countryside into homes in the city. Gas does not suffer a transmission loss. Factor that into energy calculations and electrification becomes an even worse idea. Banning Australians from accessing our own natural resource will, while allowing our gas to be flogged off to international bidders at a premium, just as our coal is shipped to China, where it powers the solar panel and wind turbine export industry that the Greens and Teal Senator David Pocock worship, with no hint of irony. Meanwhile, a rapidly increasing global energy market values and prefers hydrocarbon fuels, coal, oil and gas. The West are deindustrialising, while the rest of the world, including China, India, Pakistan and Bangladesh, are industrialising using our gas and our coal. The war on gas is a heist of our nation's natural resources. It's sacrificing economic prosperity and the opportunity for advancement for all Australians in the name of a corrupt United Nations sustainability agenda that sustains nobody except the billionaires behind it all. It's wealth transfer from we, the people, to globalist billionaire elites and globalist predators like BlackRock, Vanguard and State Street. One Nation rejects the electrification of Australia's gas supply and questions the Middle Arm project. Natural gas must stay as a choice for all Australians.
Thank you, Senator Roberts. Senator Cox.
Thank you, Acting Deputy